I didn't think much of it the first night, just a faint chirping sound, one of those soft, electronic pings coming from somewhere near my backpack. I assumed it was a smoke detector battery dying, or one of those devices buried under a pile of jackets. It was late. I'd had a long shift, and honestly, I just didn't care enough to look for the source. The second night, though, that's when everything changed. I was lying in bed scrolling through my phone when a notification popped up at the top of my screen. Unknown AirTag detected near you. This AirTag has been moving with you. At first, I thought maybe I had tapped something weird. I didn't own any AirTags. No one in my apartment even owned an Apple product except me. But the alert kept expanding on its own, like my phone wanted me to look closer. First detected 1 day ago. A chill crawled up my spine. Was that what I heard yesterday? I clicked the map attached to the notification. It loaded slowly, then displayed a thin red line tracking everywhere I'd been in the last 24 hours. My commute, the grocery store, my apartment complex, even the exact path I walked from my parking lot to my door. Someone or something had been close enough to plant this tracker on me. I tore through my backpack first. Nothing. I checked my jacket pockets, my shoes, even my car. Still nothing. When I clicked play sound, a faint beeping echoed through my apartment. But it wasn't coming from my stuff. It was coming from inside the wall. I pressed my ear to the drywall. Ping, ping, ping. The sound felt intentional, like someone wanted me to know they were there. I stepped back, heart pounding. My apartment wasn't old. No weird crawl spaces, no secret vents, but the noise was definitely inside the wall near my front door. I grabbed a flashlight and crouched down. The baseboard had a small crack like it had been pried open recently. A shudder ran through me. I didn't want to touch it, but every instinct screamed that I needed to know. I pulled the baseboard outward, and there, inside the narrow cavity, taped to a bundle of cables, was a single silver Apple AirTag, blinking faintly. I froze. Someone had broken into my apartment. Someone had put it here. Someone had been tracking not just where I went, but when I came home, and maybe when I wasn't home. I tried to calm myself down. Maybe maintenance came in. Maybe a previous tenant left it. But the alert said that the AirTag had only been active for 1 day. My throat tightened. Someone planted it recently. Someone who had access to my building. I put it in a sealed plastic bag and placed it on the counter. I'd deal with it in the morning. I didn't want to believe the alternative, that someone was now watching me and knew I found it. I barely slept that night. Every sound made my heart kick into my ribs. I kept checking the peephole to make sure nobody was outside my door. The next morning, shaken but trying to stay logical, I drove to the police station. They logged the AirTag, told me they'd look into it, and recommend changing my locks. The officer didn't seem concerned at all, like this is an everyday kind of thing. I felt stupid for expecting more. That night, as I was brushing my teeth, my phone buzzed again. Unknown accessory detected. This item has been moving with you. I dropped the toothbrush. Another one? My hand shook as I tapped the notification. The map loaded again, and my stomach flipped. This one had been active for only 5 hours, meaning it had just been placed right after I went to the police station. Meaning the person knew. Meaning they were still nearby. I tore through my belongings, coat pockets, laundry hamper, under my car seat, nothing. I clicked play sound. This time the tone came from my bedroom. Slowly, I followed the noises. Ping, ping, ping. Straight to my closet. My heart went ice cold. I opened the door. The closet looked normal at first. Hangers, shirts, shoes on the floor. But the sound was louder toward the back. I pushed my clothes aside and froze. A small slit had been cut into my bottom fabric of my hoodies. The AirTag was tucked inside the lining. Someone had placed it there, inside my closet, inside my home. I stumbled backwards, chest tightening. The realization hit like a punch. Whoever was doing this, they weren't breaking in while I was gone. They had been inside while I was sleeping. I dialed 911 with shaking fingers. But before the operator picked up, another notification appeared. Another unknown AirTag. This one was right inside my apartment. Right now? My blood ran cold. Ping, ping, ping. It was louder now, rapid, frantic, echoing through the hallways, not from my closet, not from my bag, from the hallway outside my bedroom. And then, there was a shadow under my door. It shifted. Someone was standing there, not knocking, not speaking, just listening, waiting. I didn't breathe. I didn't move. I stood there, phone in hand, frozen with a sickness I've never felt before. Then the shadow moved, slowly, creeping away from the door. And the AirTag beeping faded, like the person holding it was walking away. I stayed locked in my room until the police arrived. They searched the place. They searched the building. They didn't find him. The only evidence left was a third AirTag, lying right outside of my bedroom door, just placed there like it was a message. I moved out the next day, changed my number, new locks, new neighborhood, new everything. Police said the AirTags weren't registered to any Apple ID. They were wiped, meaning whoever used them knew exactly what they were doing. To this day, the thought that haunts me the most isn't that someone was inside my apartment. It's that they were watching me long before I had ever heard the first ping. Or maybe the ping was the point. A warning, a game, a way of saying, I'm closer than you think. Because some nights, even now, when the world is quiet and my phone is on the nightstand, I swear I hear it again. Ping, ping.